Hello and welcome to Dorchester Baptist Church Online. It was great to see the sun shining last week, and it was lovely that I was able to spend some time with my family. I really love it when the sun shines. It makes me feel so much happier and a lot more hopeful. I was also able to go to church last Sunday, and it was lovely to be able to sing outside and worship with others. I was also able to hear in person James speak about our first instalment of Ephesians. This week, James is going to be speaking to us from Ephesians chapter 2, verses 1 to 10. He's going to be talking to us about God's grace and the fact that we haven't saved ourselves and that grace is a gift from God. The passage talks about that before we received God's grace, through the death and resurrection of Jesus, we lived our lives the way of the world, pleasing our sinful selves. I was clearly reminded of what God's grace means to me this morning. I was feeling angry and cross about something, and I really wasn't quite sure how to approach the situation. I sat down to catch up on a few Bible readings via email that I hadn't been able to read over the past few days. And there it was, the first devotion I read spoke 100% into that situation. God knew exactly what I needed to hear. He was speaking directly to me, and I now know how to approach that situation, having trusted in God. This was such a stark reminder of me of God's grace and the hope that we have in him, that he cares for us and that he's interested in everything that we do, that when we give things over to him, we can trust that he will guide us through whatever situation we are in. He's the one who's always rooting for us. It may seem like after the year we've had that there isn't much hope, but as followers of Christ, we have the best hope in Jesus and all that he's done for us. So as we approach the next week, and some of the possible uncertainties about the next step in the government's roadmap, let us not forget the hope that we have in Jesus Christ. And let's share that with others through acts of kindness and sharing a smile. I'm just going to read from you 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verses 16 to 17. May our Lord Jesus Christ himself and God our Father encourage you and strengthen you in every good thing you do and say. God loved us, and through his grace, he gave us good hope and encouragement that continues forever.